Ever felt sharp pain right here when you sit? You might wonder why I'm looking at butts in one of the most famous museums in the world. I see beauty, but I also see where pain can arise. And I also know these butts can be a major source of pain. Most practitioners say it's either from sitting too long or overdoing high-intensity workouts. And it's true, but the problem is it's not always clear-cut. One can cause the other, and they affect each other anyway. If you're not sure what it is and it's hurting here and there with no clue how to get relief, there's one thing I recommend. No, I won't be correcting posture or teaching exercise in this video, though I do emphasize them in others. This comes from my own experience and expertise as a Korean medicine doctor and acupuncturist. Your source of pain is deep. It's at the tip of the sit bone under the very meaty part of your buttocks, and you can feel it quite precisely when you press the area with your finger. But move your finger over to the hip joint and press here. You'll feel pain again. And a little lower here, where the hamstring attaches, you'll feel pain again. If you've been suffering from this for a while, you might have figured out it's called Ischial Bursitis or Hamstring Tendinopathy. Those are two different conditions, but clinically, they aren't always perfectly distinct. Ischial bursitis is inflammation of the bursa that bears too much weight on the sit bone. This cushion at the bottom is hurting. Hamstring tendinopathy also hurts at nearly the same spot where the hamstring muscles attach to the sit bone, very close to that bursa. Both are made worse by prolonged sitting. Hamstring tendinopathy isn't always caused by too much exercise. If you already have lower back issues, chances are your hamstrings are already under stress, and you'll feel like the pain is from too much sitting even without exercise, just like bursitis. What's more complicating is that this pain usually affects only one side unless it's a systemic problem like diabetes or rheumatoid arthritis. So people often lift one hip or cross their legs to lean away from the aching side. You're right to seek relief, but you could be making it worse. Leaning to one side causes excessive tension in the glute muscle on the affected side, and it can eventually lead this whole butt area to hurt. If you're looking for a practitioner to address this pain, it means it's severe enough to bother your everyday life. I know this pain. I had it too during grad school. Tons of reading and writing in front of a computer, and it was a literal pain in the butt because I couldn't avoid sitting. And when I finally had time to working out made the pain worse. This pain significantly affected my work efficiency, my ability to exercise and stay healthy, and even my sleep quality. If you're experiencing the same problem as I had, you might have considered steroid injections. Yes, they're effective at quickly reducing inflammation and pain, but please save them as the last resort. This pain is recurrent because you're always sitting and you can't get steroid injections every time it comes back. Over time, they'll degrade your tendons and weaken soft tissues. Now, you might have also heard about regenerative therapies like PRP or prolotherapy. Unlike corticosteroid injections that reduce inflammation by suppressing your immune response, regenerative therapies work by stimulating tissue repair. They inject substances that trigger your body's healing process. The downside? They can be expensive. And the injected substances, whether it's your own platelets or dextrose solutions, can sometimes cause reactions or complications. Plus, the result can be inconsistent depending on the practitioner's technique and the quality of the biological material used. This is where acupuncture stands out. I recommend acupuncture as a highly safe and effective treatment. Unlike steroids, acupuncture does not dissolve or weaken tissue. And unlike the regenerative injection therapies, it doesn't involve injecting any substances at all, making it relatively free of side effects. Most importantly, it's effective, regardless of whether the issue is bursitis or tendonitis. How can it heal inflammation when it's not injecting anything? It's definitely not chemical masking. It's using the same regenerative mechanisms to stimulate collagen. And there are a few more things only acupuncture can do that these other injections can't. Haven't heard acupuncturists mention this? Well, much like shockwave therapy or prolotherapy, the needle creates a controlled microtrauma. It means the needle stimulates the damaged tissue to repair themselves by releasing growth factors and collagen. But the physical insertion of the needle also increases local blood flow. This flushes out inflammatory byproducts and metabolic waste that cause pain and stiffness. And its effect doesn't just stay in the hip. Acupuncture signals to your brain to release endorphins naturally. This turns down the pain signals your brain receives. And a seasoned acupuncturist can turn up the volume on these signals by adding electroacupuncture and cupping. This hair-thin acupuncture needle can do all these things? Yes. It reduces inflammation, triggers cellular regeneration, and controls pain through the nervous system. That's 3-in-1. Why take a separate treatment for each when you can get all 3 in one shot? Oh, you know what? It's actually 4-in-1. I almost forgot to tell you about its immediate effect on muscles. Acupuncture also works on your muscles in ways other injections never can. Inserting needles at trigger points releases the tightness of muscle fibers and restores proper function. This can address your hamstring and glute issues directly. Is this magic? No. While some of acupuncture's effects like pain relief are experienced quite immediately, regeneration of soft tissues takes time for cells to regrow and replace the previously damaged tissues. Most people need treatment 2 or 3 times a week for at least 2 weeks. Acupuncture is a simple way to be pain-free as long as you don't have broken bones or completely torn tendons. And even then, acupuncture can still be great supportive care. Don't have an exact diagnosis? Most doctors rely on your symptoms unless you're getting an MRI study, and I know not everybody can afford that. Either way, it's a tendon and bursa problem. Corticosteroid shots won't make these tissues stronger, quite the opposite. So, if you think regenerating these tissues is the way to go, why not choose acupuncture? It's affordable, low risk, scientifically grounded, and natural. The bottom line? Try acupuncture and save yourself the pain of bouncing between treatments and save your bottom from the pain.